Hi Pisces, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is the one that Spirit has for the collective at this time. I've set that intention with my guides and with this deck. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's go ahead and get into the tarot. I'm also going to pull any clarifiers and oracle cards in the extended. We'll go deeper into the message as well. If you're interested, you could join the membership or you can purchase a single video off of Patreon. I'll have that link down below in the comments. And definitely like the video, subscribe if you are enjoying the messages. All of your interactions really help my channel to grow, and they push the messages out for others as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is carrying a lot of burdens, right? Like this person is carrying all of these wands by himself, right? Like he's very overburdened here. It's like being close to burnout and carrying everything on your back on your own, right? Just being very overwhelmed with responsibilities. Maybe you're taking on too many responsibilities, and it's okay to protect your energy and say no to things, like not needing to take on all of these responsibilities and burdens. I feel like it's just, it takes a toll on your body and your nervous system and your emotions, and it's not leaving anything for yourself, right? So I feel like you're just kind of at a point where you're getting to burnout here. So in the situation, we have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is about, this could be about communication, right? You could have received some kind of news or like a series of events that's changing your trajectory, right? Like all of these are headed in the same direction. It's about forward progress. This is about like flow, right? Like being in flow, everything kind of progressing forward and moving forward smoothly, right? Because the wands are not crossing themselves. They're all going in that same direction very smoothly here. So this is about like forward movement, quick action. So I feel like maybe there are things that want to move forward, and this can be in any situation. This can be at work, this could be in love, right? Like wanting to move forward and travel to in order to move your goals forward here. The blockage is the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles is kind of like a lack mentality, focusing on lack and feeling like physically and financially depleted, right? I need to kind of heal that. I need to kind of not focus on the negativity, not focus on what you don't have here, right? Which can be very difficult when you are going through a tough situation, right? That's kind of easier said than done. But, it is really a belief system, like feeling in lack, feeling abandoned by spirit, feeling abandoned by people, places, things, right? So I feel like this is just kind of really holding you back from making any kind of forward progress because you're thinking the worst, or you're really focusing on this negative aspect of things. So it's a fear of like scarcity, right? So these people are outside this building out in the cold, but they could go to the door of this building, right, and knock on the door. Like there is help available to you, whether that is actual people or that is your spirit team, right? But just knowing that you are not alone, you have not been abandoned, and move from that mindset of needing to see it before you believe it, and move into that trusting that you believe it before you're seeing it, right? Abundance is created within you, right? So know that you have the ability to change that. The root cause of this situation is the judgment. So the judgment is about awakening. This is about um, a rebirth, a total like change of a mindset. These people are literally waking up here out of their grave. So this is about like releasing and accepting of the past, and then a call to like move into this more enlightened, this more awakened type of energy, right? So releasing your judgment of yourself and others in order to kind of move forward. This card always makes me think of surrender, release, and then forgive. So, don't let past mistakes or decisions kind of define where you're at now. And then, just taking the opportunity to really move forward here. Accept your spiritual path and move on from past pain, and embrace a new way of being here, like a total rebirth. So, in the recent past, what is affecting this situation? We have the Lovers. So, the Lovers can be about a relationship, right? This can be a divine union. Maybe you've left a relationship and now you're kind of sitting in lack or feeling like, things can't move forward here because of this. The Judgment is also about a need to like release the past. So, this can be like a need to release this past energy that did not move forward, and that can be about a relationship, right? If this isn't about a relationship, this is about a decision that was made or a choice that was made from a place of like alignment, that masculine feminine energy. So you could have made a decision that has kind of led to where you're at now, or this can be like a relationship that has led to where you're at now, right? So, the message from your higher self or your guides, we have the Three of Swords. So, the Three of Swords is about healing, right? This is heartbreak, sadness, pain. But experiencing pain is a temporary. It's the memories that linger, especially when it goes unacknowledged, right? Like needing to acknowledge it, needing to heal from it, and in order to move forward, right? The Three of Swords is all about healing. That can be, leaning into your spiritual practice in order to heal it, journaling, meditation. It's an opportunity to embrace and acknowledge truth and pain surrounding a situation, right? So maybe there was no forward progress and this relationship has ended, or there was some sort of choice that was made that has left you feeling in lack, left you feeling like things are not moving forward. You're not making the forward progress that you would like. In the immediate future, we have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups can be seen, I see it as positive, right? As long as you're in the right mindset for it. So it can be about like possibilities, daydreaming, like options, right? Like this person has all of these cups, they have all of these options that have been presented to them. But it's just needing to really focus on which one you want to bring into fruition, and then making a solid plan before acting on that, right? So you have all of these choices presented to you, and it can be a little overwhelming. It can cause some confusion, right? I always say getting lost in the fog because of all that fog with the cups, right? So really needing to kind of have a solid plan before choosing an option, or really knowing what option you want to choose here, because it can get overwhelming. But take some time to kind of sit with it before you move into any kind of decision making, right? Like trusting your intuition in order to make some sort of decision here. In your thoughts and feelings, we have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is a very optimistic energy, right? Very adventurous type of energy. The Wands are that fire energy. So I feel like maybe you are kind of like, you want this new adventure. You want some kind of like new opportunity here. some sort of sense of adventure. He sees the world through the lens of curiosity, and then being open to new opportunities and expressing yourself in like fresh new ways, right? So you're probably really enthusiastic about some kind of new adventurous opportunity here. Like you really want things to move forward with that 8 of Wands. Like you want forward progress, but there are maybe some limiting beliefs and carrying too much baggage from the past, right? Or carrying too many judgments, whatever this is. That this could have been a relationship that kind of, had you um, really needing to leave it behind, right? Leave behind whatever mentality you picked up with this, whatever burdens you were carrying. And this doesn't even have to be a love relationship. This can just be, from family members, from like a friend group, whatever it was, but just really needing to heal from that pain. And I feel like you're just really enthusiastic about stepping into something new, and you have options coming in here, right? Um, but also really kind of be creative, and be open to these opportunities, but remain grounded. Stay grounded. I always see the desert here, the dirt, like ground. Stay grounded in these options, especially with this 7 of Cups, because you can get kind of lost in that delusional type of energy, like getting lost in the fog, right? Just stay grounded. So in your environment, the influence here, we have the star, and I absolutely love the star here for you. So the star is about hope after a time of, painful or really hard transformation, right? Like that 3 of Swords is there, all about healing, right? So you've been through some kind of like painful event, and you're carrying a lot of burdens. And the star is about like this hope for the future, this renewal of optimism, and um, it's a very healing energy, right? But not only in your body, but also like in your mindset and in your spirit, right? Like when your spirit feels revived, like you're just ready to tackle the world, right? So I feel like this is just really, again, healing from the past, and then feeling hopeful for the future. And let things flow to and through you, especially with this being open to new opportunities. If you're feeling left out in the cold, or you're having this lack mindset, being open to new opportunities, and then seeing those opportunities for what they are, and using your discernment in order to choose them, right? She has all this water here, like going with the flow, and letting things flow, and getting back into like a creative state, and using your gifts and healing energy for yourself and for others, right? Just pour into yourself, and really heal. So there's definitely some kind of like healing energy, and this hopeful energy here in your environment. And your hopes and fears, we have the 9 of Swords. So this can be, you can look at this in 2 different ways. Like you're hoping to kind of get out of this mindset. The 9 of Swords is like anxiety, worry, stress. It's staying up late at night and replaying situations in your head, right? And that's probably what's leading to that 10 of Wands. Like you're carrying all of these burdens, you're overthinking everything. And you're worried about what this person thinks, what that person thinks. Oh, I should do this, should I do that? Oh, I should have done that, right? It's like constantly replaying situations and conversations and scenarios in your head. So you could be fearing that, um worst case scenario here, like overthinking and worrying about everything. But you could also be hoping to release that, and kind of come out of that energy, right? I just feel like this is really you needing to get out of your head and stop overthinking things. So in the potential outcome, I absolutely love this. You have the Chariot card, and the Chariot is about forward momentum. This is moving forward, and from a place of control, right? So with the Chariot, it is taking inspired action and then building momentum. So he has the reins to this chariot, right? And it's up to him to control where that chariot goes. So for you, it is about choosing which direction you want to go in, and then moving to that with these options, right? This 7 of Cups, you have all the 7 options, and then you're going to take control using your intuition, right? So he's under this blanket of stars here, so he's very connected to spirit. He's using his intuition to control this chariot in which direction he wants to go. And then you have like this concrete chariot that he's sitting in, so it's built on a place of stability, right? This isn't like a last minute decision or kind of, flying by the seat of your pants type of energy. This is, solid, stable, and then trusting your intuition to move forward, taking control of the situation, taking control of your mindset, and then moving forward. Like, where do you want to go? You control the chariot of your life, right? What direction do you want to go in? And then moving forward to that. So I really love that as a potential outcome for you. Like forward momentum, moving on, and then overcoming these obstacles that you've been dealing with, right? Like this pain, um, this kind of, maybe you feel abandoned by someone. This can be a job loss, whatever this is. But then, getting into alignment and kind of taking that inspired action to move forward here. So I really love that for you. I think that's amazing energy. Definitely moving forward, moving on to bigger and better things, being open and optimistic. I love that. Healing. This is all really good energy. So I'm going to go ahead and move this into the extended. If you would like to join us, you can go ahead and join the membership, or like I said, you can click the link in the comments for the Patreon video and purchase the one single video. If this is where we part, then I hope this message helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.